7,000. You go to shop B is telling you is 8,000. You go to shop shop C is telling you that I'm selling my own for 10,000. So I have a problem with price regulation, because if you're having a product in the market that everybody wants to consume, and there's one major brand which is Dangote, of course we all know that, there should be a standard price to this. If I am buying a bag of cement in Abuja, and my sister who is in Kaduna should also buy same bag of cement at the same amount, why should we have this disparity in prices? And then, according to people that are into cement productions, they will tell you that all of the raw materials needed to produce cement are not imported. So it brings us back to the question, why is the price of cement increasing on a daily? They said limestone is one of the major materials that we use. We have limestone in this country. Do we import limestone, people? We don't. So sometimes I feel that certain individuals take advantage of the fact that there's a small problem somewhere coming, and then they key into it. They use it to extort people to get more money. That time they'll tell you, it's business strategy now, and you don't understand business. But it's painful, because there are people that, you know, are struggling so hard. I know of somebody who is a civil servant. He's using his monthly salary to, this month he can decide to buy 3 bags of cement and drop it. This is someone that wants to live in his own house. And then you're having these prices on a daily. How do you want this person to cope? So I feel that cement manufacturers should be considerate in increasing. I can understand there's transportation to go with. Of course, they need to buy diesel for the trucks and what have you. But then there should be some kind of regulation to the prices. That's my take for it, because it's very painful, honestly. It is, yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if you wanted to
no,
chip in.
no, of course there is. When something like this, because one thing is that she made it clear. I mean, all the things we need to bring in this cement and everything is right here in the country. I mean, the only cost of transportation is that when they said, okay, the industry to manufacture it and everything is in Abuja maybe, and they need to be transporting this cement to Lagos, and because of that, so they need to factor all of that in order to be skyrocketing the case. But that should not be the case when we look at it, because part of the reasons they gave, transportation is one of them. They also say smuggling. They also say forex. They also say forex. And so are they telling us that all these things, they have to remove it from Nigerians? These are people, you understand? These people who have access to policymakers. Why can't they go directly to them? I mean, when was the last time they will ask Mr. President build a house? When was the last time they will say, no, Mr. President build a house? But always somebody I did that is a civil servant coming over is trying to get a seat. It already has his own plot of land. You understand? You get money, you go and buy. You understand? Buy this. But they keep increasing it. But if the same salary earner who is earning 50,000 that wants to build a house is still earning 50,000 naira, how do you expect him to go and remove 17,000 naira? Or 18,000 naira, or 10,000 naira. Are you telling me that each month this is the only thing I can afford?
I think that let's look at this from this side of the over dependence on cement. Yes, we are not just talking about cement. We're also looking at other building materials.
Exactly.
Or other materials that are used for construction. Now, when you make a research, you understand that there are other materials that can stand in for cement.
Of course.
Yes, as much as we are blessed with limestone, the major component of cement in Nigeria, why don't we diversify our economy? I think that we over-depend on one source in our economy, and that is making our economy look like a mono economy, even though God has blessed us with both natural and human resources. And that is the same thing that has happened with us concerning petroleum or oil, as so to say. Yes, we depended on oil for a long time, leaving the other untapped side or blessings of Nigeria. Look at agriculture. Now see what other countries are doing with agriculture. I think just the other time I saw a viral video where gari was being processed in large quantity. And it's not even an African country. So people are beginning to look outside of the box. So we should begin to look outside of the box. Some experts have advocated for the use of local materials. I'm not trying to say that this will, cement should be pushed to one side, but it will definitely beat down the cost.
Of course.
When you know that it is not only this thing you are selling that people are looking for, you will be forced to beat it down.
You will have no choice.
And they're talking about why there's disparity. Some persons would say it is because cost of transportation. When they consider how much they need to lift, the price of lifting the product from, okay, for instance, let's say the manufacturing plant is in Lagos and you have to move it all the way to Bauchi State. You are going to incur expenses and you don't expect that person to sell it the same price with the person that will sell in Benue, because of course Benue is closer to Lagos than Bauchi is closer to Lagos.
Yes.
So they are definitely going to count it or calculate it like that. Times it by they will definitely want to multiply it and then come at their own profit, because every businessman goes into business with the mindset of making profit.
Yes.
So this is where we need to look out of the box and see what local materials can complement, not even replace cement, complement cement. We have the bond bricks.
I was coming to
why did we abandon bond bricks?
It will interest you.
I say bond bricks are even stronger.
Okay, so
why
let me
did we
tell you
abandon
my experience with bond bricks. My family house, we used bond bricks.
Okay.
And it will interest you to know that when you're using that, you use less cement.
Because it's already stuck together.
Exactly, you use less, and it's very economical.
It is.
Very economical.
Yes.
So that's the point. People need to know that there are other local building materials that they can use to cut down the cost of cement.
It should complement cement. Nobody is saying that push out cement, but we should look at how we can diversify our economy. It shouldn't always be about just one source of building material, just one source of building material. And yes, you might also blame the state of the economy on all. Okay, let's look away from cement.
Yes.
Other building materials are also there's a hike in the prices of those building materials as well. And I think that is where the government also needs to come in. Some persons have said that government will have to step in at some point, maybe give tax rebates, look at how they can give waivers to some of these people, and then even open the corridor for more people to go into this business, so that it is not just a monopoly where few people are controlling the economy. So it's a whole lot. As much as the government has a role to play, we all have to come together and look for a way to foster this idea of making housing or shelter, so to say, affordable and accessible to Nigerians. But if this issue and the hike in prices is not addressed, then the mandate to provide affordable housing
will not be achieved.
It is being threatened.
That's the truth.
Exactly.